Generic greetings and welcome back to Prison Architect Escapes. Today's beverage is a very nice cup of tea. The good old reliable cuppa, a fine example of one, I must admit. Either way, welcome back to the game where we're being flanked by a hearse. That is never a good thing. Either way, this is another episode of Prison Architect Escapes, a series where we attempt to break out of various facilities that I have not made, and I certainly haven't made this, but I am very familiar with it, as will a lot of Prison Architect veterans. Anyway, this is the turtle, so named because it represents a turtle, I guess, from the top down, and we're going to try and escape from it. Just a little reminder though, if you have any tips, comments, suggestions on ways you would like to see me escape, or you have any files you'd like me to look at, whether it be something you've made yourself or something you may have found maybe on Steam Workshop or whatever, then by all means have some comments in the comments there. So over to our cell block here, and this is a bit different from the previous escapes because I have actually loaded this file before. It was many, many years ago, and I can't remember the layout. I just remember getting the file and loading it because I really like the idea of these cell blocks here, and it is pretty cool. Now, we've been positioned, in a bottom right cell block, which means that we can probably escape with digging, although I don't know what the patrols are like. What I'm noticing straight away is that these guards are not armed and they don't have tasers or body armour. This is probably quite an old file. In fact, it was probably one of the very early ones. We've got a kitchen that's not staff only, so we can maybe steal some stuff there, although the staff doors are there, but there's no metal detectors. Okay, hang on. So the kitchen has a door that we can open. It's a staff door, but the staff will open it because the kitchen's not staff only. On top of that, see this guy's coming along to let us in, I think. On top of that, the metal detectors, they're here on the right-hand side that go out into the main corridor, and there's one here. But there's no reason we can't steal, say, a spoon or a spork. There's a spoon, and start digging out. Should we make this extra challenging? No reputations allowed. Digging only. I think we're going to try it. But we're going to have a look around first. We've got laundry, which means we can use the... you can go and get some stuff in the laundry to escape with. Going to go to the left-hand side here. Got a cleaning cupboard. This is all set to... no, it's not staff only. It's just another category. Probably high risk. Because we've got normal and high risk. I don't think there's a split regime. What's back here? It's like a toilet block and a warden's office right at the back. That's an interesting decision. We've also got a yard, but it's not set to yard, and it's got TVs in it. Again, utter maverick going on here. Let's go ahead and head back into the facility, and we've got an infirmary right next to the canteen. Is that for food poisoning or for some other purpose? They've also got loads of weight benches and phones, which is a standard procedure there. What I'm trying to look for is... I guess we're going to go to the front here, aren't we? I'm going to try to see if there's like a... there's a holding cell, there's storage, there's cleaning cupboard. Aha, workshop. So there is a workshop. There is visitation. Right, okay. So we are going to escape via tunneling. Truth be told, keys, door, and we're out. We could do that way. But you know what? I think we're, like I say, we're going to mix it up a little bit. And we're going to escape via tunneling. That means we need all of the devices for tunneling. Well, we can get that. I can think of 3 immediately. I can get this, which is the customized. Was it a customized like? Why I've got forks stuck on my head? It's the pickaxe. We've got the spoon, which I don't know why I said it's spoon, but it's a spoon. And we can dig out with that. And also, we have got the... we've got the ropes that we can use. I don't know if there's any... there are. There are patrols. Okay. So I'm just going to stand here for a moment. And I'm just going to watch where the patrol route is. I have a feeling it's just up and down this corridor. How far do we have to dig? Quite far. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 or 16, I think. And at least 1, 2, 3 of those are walls, and then... Is that a fence? I think that's a fence, yes. Okay, so the guy must have gone now. So here we go. So we're just going to dig down. And my plan is to go all the way to the end. With what we've got, obviously. I'm just going to put it to max speed as well, because there's no reason why we can't. We're just tunneling. Now, this is the first time in this series, and first time for a long time, that I've actually used a spoon to dig, because normally you just don't have access to these things. And I'm going to go for pickaxe. I should point out as well that we have a bit of a problem that we may be detected when we come out of the tunnel, because I don't know where the guard is. It feels like they should be around us now, but I don't know. I'm just going to risk it. Just going to risk it. Well, that's one of the disadvantages with the facility. It's got such an interesting snake and a maze of corridors that its line of sight is impaired. And also, as is, I'm not seeing any. Have I seen dogs? I don't think I've seen doggos. I can't recall seeing any doggos. There's no armed guards either. So security is fine. Assuming no one tries to do an escape mode. I mean, I don't really want to go in the tunnel now, because if I do that, the chances are every time we leave the tunnel, that's like oh, perfect. That's what I was looking for. I was going to say, has it restocked yet? Yes, it has. Every time we leave the tunnel, there's a chance that we're going to be seen. So I want to limit that as much as possible. Now, naturally, I am going through the metal detectors, but we don't have any metal on us. The patrol is here. So I'm just going to go inside. I think our thing is about there. Tunnel is about there. So there we go. And we'll probably need another session of digging. This is it's not a perimeter wall, it's just a wall. But I do think there'll be at least one more session of digging. Possibly 2. Maybe not. Is that it? It is. We could probably dig all the way at the end, truth be told. Okay. I mean... Okay. So, Squad Lutheran, victims none, total score 10. Time taken 8 hours and 18 minutes. Wasn't that the last one? Have we escaped in exactly the same amount of in-game time as the last one? I think we might. Wow. Okay. Well, I must confess, not overly difficult. Yeah. What could be improved? It's an old design. I'm not critiquing the design in any way, shape, or form. What would be better? Perimeter walls, dog handlers, CCTV. All of this can be added, but all of this was added after this thing was made. So, a bit of an experiment to go back and do like a legacy design, but it's been a nice little bit of fun, a bit of an easier one to escape from. But it shows you the evolution of the game as well, and obviously the multitude of patches and DLCs, where we've got now, just off the top of my head, additional security options, things like checkpoints, one-way systems. I don't even know if any of that were there. I think some of it was set to staff only, but yeah, there's a lot more ways to control stuff. Emergencies you can bring in, more finer control in policy. And yeah, it still doesn't take away from how good the design looks and how different it is, but not exactly the best for prisoners who like to dig. Either way, that's been a quite short Prison Architect Escapes. Next time, we're going to go the other way and look at a more modern facility, as always. And as I mentioned at the start, if you have any tips, comments, suggestions for where you would like me to escape, or indeed have any suggestions for prisons you want me to look at, then by all means, have a couple of comments in the comments there, and we'll go from there. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.